Hey guys, it's your boy Rob Noire. It's kind of been a while since I've done one of these one-on-one videos. I had to make sure I had, like a very solid opening, and I think that was A+. But hey guys, it's me, Rob Noire, just doing one of these kind of milestone videos. So you guys may or may not have noticed, but we have reached 1,000 subscribers on the channel. Sorry for hitting the mic. So that is a big milestone for me personally and for the channel, and one that's been kind of a long time coming, and I knew I had to make at least a short video kind of thanking you guys for supporting us, talking a little bit about the channel, and this is pretty much that. So it's been really tough to make a name for myself on this platform, on YouTube. There's just so much content out there these days where it just kind of all just blurs together and fades into background noise, and a lot of it is very similar, and you try and be as unique as possible, but it's definitely difficult and it feels like you're fighting an uphill battle. So I just want to say that to every single one of you who have subscribed, who have even just liked a video, commented, shared, seriously, thank you. It all helps. I really, really appreciate it. It's awesome, and I'm super happy and super excited to have finally reached this point after such a long time. Like, it feels great. So I'm not going to make this into a super long video. We kind of have some other stuff planned to celebrate 1,000, but there's a few things that I kind of want to cover and kind of address just because I've seen a lot of questions, comments on the channel, and I just kind of want to lay it all out there for you guys. So first I'm going to talk a little bit about the history of the channel, not go too in depth, but just kind of where we came from, and then kind of address where we are now as a channel, and then also, what you can expect going forwards. Is it going to be more of the same, different stuff? You'll find out if you keep watching. I don't know why I'm pointing at you. This feels weird. I'm sorry. I'm also going to talk a little bit about the big videos that I have in the works currently. There are several. I know it's been a while since I put out kind of a big video, but I just kind of wanted to talk about the ones I have brewing, so you know what to expect from those as well. I know that, yes, they are still happening. And finally, I'm going to talk about the plans we have to actually celebrate this milestone. So the channel was actually started on this date up here, I guess I'll put it up there. And it was actually as a music channel. It was a collaboration between me and Phil, who is still a frequent collaborator and guest on the channel. I wish I could have him here for this video, but he's kind of indisposed at the moment, so it's just me. You're just dealing with me right now. And it was actually a music channel. We had kind of like a musical duo, and I used it as a way to kind of like put out some music videos that I made. And those videos are still up on the channel if you want to go back and watch them, but they're not great. I mean, we were filming with a really crappy GoPro, which is still here actually. It's up there. It's broken, spoiler, but we were filming with a really bad GoPro, a really bad mic. I edited the video in a really bad free software, so they're not great, but if you actually are curious, you can still go back and watch them. And it wasn't until this other date here that I started making gaming videos. And that came about because after the kind of music project had run its course, I found myself really in like a creative rut where I didn't really know what to do. I wasn't playing much video games then because most of the time I would usually put into the video games had been on other creative projects. And at the time I was also watching a lot of gaming channels. Like, I still am a huge fan of the Game Grumps. At the time I watched a lot of Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, and maybe even a little of the PewDiePie. And so like I was watching a lot of that, and I just kind of had something click in my head where like, I like video games, I like making things, why don't I combine it all and make kind of like a thing out of that? Why don't I make gaming videos? And so that's how it started. I uploaded the first video, which was, I think, Dead Marshes on this date. Then I did Pokemon Red, I believe, and soon I got some friends involved, and we just kind of had a really good time. And I did that for a long time, putting out one video a day, every day a week, for several years. And now 800 plus videos later, I'll put up the exact amount there as well, here we are. I had to stop doing one video a day for a couple reasons. One of them is that YouTube kind of has started to hate gaming videos, especially Let's Plays, and no longer promotes them. It kind of pushes them down. So it felt like I was doing a lot of effort for nothing, and also I just really burnt out on it, and that's kind of why there was a shift that you might have seen in the content in the channel, because it was just so much stuff. And I mean, I know you guys just see like this, you just see like this interaction or me with a guest, but behind the scenes it really has been pretty much all me. I mean, everything is recorded on my equipment. The vast majority of the games we play are ones that I own and have bought with my own money. I edit everything, record everything, do everything, upload it, do the thumbnails, the data, the tags, just it's all been me, and that's a lot for one guy. And that's why I have so much respect for like the big YouTube channels who put out, you know, like a video or 2 a day, or some even do 3 a day, which is just crazy. It's so much work. But also those channels, they tend to do YouTube full time, and they have kind of like a full-time editor who helps them out, and some other people, and it really has been more or less just a one-man show behind the camera. So it just got to a lot, and that's why I kind of stripped it down to 1 video a week, where each month we choose a console that we're excited to play, pick out some iconic games and play them, and that's been going for a while, and I've been enjoying that. It's allowed me to enjoy a lot of the different aspects of my game library. You guys seem to like it, and going forward we're definitely going to keep going with that. When we actually run out of consoles to do, where we've played every console at least for 1 month, then I have some other plans, but for the time being, probably for at least the next year, you can still expect that kind of content. After we've run through all the consoles, I still see us doing those extra videos. You know, some weeks there's a bonus video on Saturday. I still see those happening every now and again. In terms of actual Let's Plays though, I've been more interested in maybe shifting to streaming. I've seen a lot of you guys kind of suggest that I do that, and have mentioned that you're interested in seeing me do that. I haven't yet dipped my toe into it, but if I like it, that could be a good alternative and a good way to still provide you guys with that Let's Play type of content, where I can actually interact with you more and you guys can help pick the games, and also like a little bit of a lower workload for me because I won't have to edit it and go through all that afterwards, which would be nice for me, especially with YouTube not being a big fan of it. It means I don't necessarily have to stick to YouTube. We could go on other platforms. It just seems like it would be a good way in the future, but don't worry, that's not happening right now. So if you enjoy the Let's Play content, it's not going anywhere, and this is all subject to change. I mean, who knows exactly what the future holds. I also have some non-gaming videos planned for the future. You guys might have seen the 900 subscriber parody video that came out, some stuff along the lines of that. We had one planned for the 1,000 subscriber milestone, but just the timing. Phil, unfortunately, who is my collaborator on all that, he is just kind of not available at the moment, and the weather is terrible. I mean, we're dealing with pretty much a blizzard outside right now. I just wasn't able to get that done in time. That will still be coming, but it won't necessarily be for 1,000 subscribers. I'd like to do some more kind of sketch, parody, comedy going forwards in the future as well. You guys seem to like it. I enjoy making it. It's a lot of work, so I can't promise it would be that frequent, but I definitely want to keep going with that in the future. And probably my big goal for 2020 would be to finally produce and release this kind of comedy review show I've been working on. A lot of people have done something like that as well, but I have kind of a very unique spin on it that I'd kind of like to try out. I don't want to ruin it or spoil too much. I think a little bit of like old school JonTron, but also critical, not just comedy. I don't want to give too much away. I've been recording footage, writing scripts, doing all that for like over a year now. I really want to try and get that out in 2020. If you guys want to see it, let me know. Maybe it'll give me a little bit more motivation to do it, but that's one of the big goals and something that will be coming in the future. Now, in terms of the big videos I've been working on, there have been several, and you guys have been asking about them, and I've been trying. So the first one is my in-depth review series, which is honestly the most popular series that we have on the channel, and is probably the thing I'm most proud of. It's where I look at either a console or a peripheral, something, and really dig down deep into it and break it apart, and is this good? What's the best way? Yada yada yada. I do a lot about like how to play retro consoles, the actual consoles in HD on, you know, a modern display, record the footage, do anything you want with it. That's definitely still going. I've been working for over a year now on one on the Sega Genesis, ever since the Analog Mega SG came out. The problem is this has been a kind of amazing year for the Genesis. Things like new flash carts, the Sega Genesis Mini, all these other things keep coming out for the Genesis, which has been adding to the amount of work this video is going to take. And recently, Analog released the digital audio converter, which means you could actually play 32X games on it. As of recording this video, that has not made its way to me. I'm still working on that video. I know a lot of you want to see it. I promise you it will get done. I just have to actually have everything, and for stuff to kind of just stop for like a month to where everything is just constant and I can just work it out and plan it out and do it. And I really want to get that done. I know a lot of you want to see it. I'm doing my best. It will happen. I also have another video for consoles in HD, this one on the Wii. I already did a video on the Wii, but so much has changed in the couple of years since I made that video. There's so many new methods, and it's also a very popular video. Kind of want to update it while still preserving the old information. I'm just waiting for the Genesis video to be done, and then I'll start on that one. Probably get it done within a month after the Genesis video, but for you guys who want that, don't worry, it's coming. And I've also been working on a video about playing your Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance games in HD on your HD TV and all that. And I was actually about 2 weeks out from filming it. I put the Genesis one on hold, and then Analog announced that there's going to be an HD Game Boy console they're releasing, so there's just no point in doing it now because it'll be obsolete the moment that drops. So I'm waiting on that, but that one's also coming. I have several more along those lines in the works, so don't worry guys, I haven't given up on this series that you guys like so much. I know it's been a while. I'm working on it. I really want to get it out there, and as soon as I'm able to, I will. And so finally, to wrap this up, that leads to how we plan on celebrating this milestone. Well, as I mentioned, there is the other parody video, which will be coming out. I can't tell you exactly when, probably in the spring, just because weather and timing and everything, but that will be happening. I also have plans for, with some of my guests, definitely film, maybe with some of the other guests, to do a kind of, we react to our favorite videos that we've ever put out on the channel, kind of, you know, an RNG reacts. I know it's a bit cliche, but I thought it would be a lot of fun, and also, you know, cool for us to share what we're most proud of with you in kind of that format. If you want to see it, let me know. If you have any other ideas to include in that, let me know. That will be coming out soon as, you know, I'm available, and so are the guests, but definitely look forward to that. And finally, there's also going to be a celebration live stream. Now, I'm very new to live streaming. It's not really my format. Looks interesting. I'm definitely interested and curious about it. I want to try it out, but we're going to have a celebration live stream to celebrate getting 1,000 subscribers. We're going to be playing a bunch of games, probably do some challenges. I'll have a couple guests, at least 2 have mentioned they're interested, maybe 3, maybe even more. We'll stop by during the stream. It will be on probably these multi-platforms. I'll try and multi-stream it, or at least put it on YouTube. If that's something you want to see, let me know. The date is tentatively, well, actually no, I'm not even going to give a date. When we finally have it ironed out, I'll put up a video promoting it. But we are going to have a huge live stream. Like I said, it's going to be games, challenges, guests, games that we can play with you, the audience, if enough of you come in and want to see it. I can't say how successful it'll be. I mean, live streaming is just as tough to crack into as YouTube, and it's going to be kind of more or less our first one, or our first big one. But if that's something you guys want to see, definitely check it out. I would really appreciate it. I think it'll be a lot of fun, and I think you'd have a lot of fun. And to reiterate, because I do have people ask me, I do have a Twitter if you want to get in touch with me over something, either in a video or something else. I also have an Instagram. I haven't been super active on either of them, but I am planning to be a lot more active and use them a lot more in 2020. So definitely look forward to that. I appreciate everybody who has followed me and everybody who might. It's not a big thing, but I know a lot of people want to connect in some way, and that's a fun way to do it, and I kind of can release different stuff outside of YouTube, and I'm not quite so hedged in and have to, you know, abide by the YouTube rules. I can do some more out there fun stuff. If that's what you'd like to see, definitely reach out to me on there. And again, just a huge thank you to everybody who made this milestone possible. I mean, I really, really appreciate it. YouTube has been a wild ride. I mean, it's had a lot of ups and downs, but overall, it has been just a really great experience. I've had so much fun doing this. Definitely planning on doing it for many more years, as long as YouTube's still around. And just a huge thank you to you guys for supporting me in this, watching my videos, liking them, sharing them, subscribing to the channel. Everything helps, and I really, really do appreciate it. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Hopefully this video wasn't too long. Hopefully you stuck around to the end. I appreciate it if you did. I've said that word so many times in this, but again, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're looking forward to what's coming in the future. And as always, guys, I will see you in the next video.